It doesn't matter what team they're there supporting, what colour jersey they have on, they're there actually to support rugby in general, and that's something that is totally unique to Japan.
As they shake your hand, they kind of bow a little bit, makes you feel a little bit important, and you instantly kind of bow back a little bit because no one does that in New Zealand, right? Shake your hand, you look them in the eye and you give them a bit of a fist off, but nah, the way they gently shake your hand and they're honoured to meet you and you kind of return the favour, and that's probably my favourite part.
As soon as we get off the plane, there was people there wanting to know if we needed anything, or when we're around the hotel or if we're at training, they're just great people and they're similar to us in a way, how we help each other.
We had it explained to us what it meant, the bowing to the crowd and it's showing your respect. They showed it in different ways as we do as Kiwis, so it's quite cool to see that, and that's a cool little tradition that when you get to do it with the opposition that you've just gone out there and played against, being able to do that and showing the respect not only to our fans but also their fans and their supporters.
A lot of the Māori culture and I guess the Japanese culture are similar in terms of backgrounds with the samurai and the Māori warriors as well, so there's a lot of similarities. It almost feels like home, the home crowd's supporting you as well when you're both on and off the field.
You got two different spectrums of crowds, like they're both cheering for both sides, and I think they were a fan of the rugby in general.
They show respect to you as a team, but they also, when you're playing them, they're giving you everything they have, and it's sort of a mutual respect because you don't want to go to a place and everyone's booing you and all that, and it sort of fuels your fire a little bit more. But it's cool to go to a country that they actually cheer for both of you, so it just shows how down to earth their whole culture is and what they're all about. So it's always awesome going to play there. Sometimes you go on tour and you just think, you got to just stick to rugby, the process, get out there, experience the whole culture, because that's one thing I was pretty happy that I did, and some of the older boys when I first got over there, took me out and actually showed me just the whole tradition of the Japanese people is, I can't really explain it, it's just you got to go and do it and actually see it for yourself. So I can show them a few ramen spots, pretty hissing ramen spots.
I always get excited about going to Japan is the food, it's outstanding, and the way it's prepared can be a little side alley ramen spot or a really nice sushi restaurant. Like, the food is just outstanding, so I always tell the young fellas to get out there, mix it up, try different foods.
The history that's there is massive and amazing. They are a healthy person, they go to the saunas, they eat well, they do all these things that have been passed on from generation to generation, and it's so different to what we have here in New Zealand.